Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Deep in the Stacks. My name is Josh, and my co-host to my left is...
I'm Jessica, and we are your hosts for this week.
This week, we'll be discussing Pride Month, which is just around the corner, celebrating the LGBTQ plus community in the month of June. But we'll go ahead and talk more about that after our break.
Yes, and here's what's happening this week at the library. On Monday, we have Bridging the Gap Between Strategy and Creative Voice with Brandy C. at 11 a.m. On Tuesday, we have our own Beth Kuiper will present storytelling through abstract art at 1 p.m. On Wednesday, we have Gallup Arts, who is presenting a slow look at Lloyd Malon's allegory at 1 p.m. 2 p.m. On Thursday, we have a live stream with 7000 BC at 5 p.m. They're presenting You Call That a Comic. On Friday, Goldie Tom will be presenting an art demo on Glamazoning the Gods at 1 p.m. Finally, on Saturday, we have a panel discussion with 7000 BC and American Institute of Graphic Arts of New Mexico on translating story to image at 3 p.m.
Also, don't forget to check out another Deep in the Stacks next week. So that is what's happening. We'll be right back after this announcement.
And welcome back. So for our discussion today, I just wanted to touch off on some events that I'm looking forward to this week. One of them is for Tuesday, our Beth Kuiper will be presenting the storytelling through abstract art, which I'm really looking forward to because I always am interested in looking at different forms of art, and abstract is one of my favorites.
I know. I'm really excited for Beth's presentation too, because I myself am an abstract painter, but I also am a photographer. And if you missed it, I did a presentation on watercolor painting, which I just started not too long ago.
Yes, and I just want to touch off on another event, which is on Friday. Goldie Tom will be doing an art demo on Glamazoning the Gods, and she's going to be, I'm thinking, demonstrating art like makeup. And me personally, I don't wear makeup, but I love to see others transform themselves into somebody different or, glamorizing themselves.
Yeah, makeup tutorials are a big thing, especially because of the pandemic. It allows you to express yourself, to be someone else, to be yourself. And on that note, for the month of June, for those of you that don't know, it is the LGBTQ plus Pride Month. And it all started back in Stonewall with the riots for drag queens being themselves and having to keep themselves secret. Long story short, police raid broke up the party, and they had enough, so they had riots. This was in 1969, and they just had their 50th anniversary not too long ago, and I believe this year is going to be 52 years since those riots. We have progressed as a community, but there's still a lot of work to be had with trans rights, a lot of phobias within our own community too as well. And for the month of June, I'm going to be talking about my personal journey through my pansexual self, and I'll touch base on what that means next month for the month of June.
Yes, and if you are interested in checking out what is Stonewall, there's actually a book here. I actually checked it out myself. I think it's called Stonewall Generation, which is like stories from the generation who lived through that time or actually went through that riot also. So if you're interested in that, please check it out in our library catalog. And for me, the Pride Month means to me is basically to, again, be yourself and to also celebrate others who are themselves also, and to help them transition if they so decide into something different. That's support is what is asked for.
One of the things that I plan on doing for the library is creating a book display, highlighting some of our books within our collection, as well as touching base on some of the both pronouns and both sexual orientation, sexual identity, gender identity. So be on the lookout for that. And then also we're going to have the Ultimate Queer Icon Showdown, which is it's a music edition. All these queer icons are going to go head to head in an online poll, and you are going to be voting on that. So stay tuned for that. And I'm really, really, really excited for this.
So I want to see the turnout too. Okay.
That's all the time that we have for today. So if you can, please be sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms. We have everything from Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We also even have our very own YouTube, TikTok, as well as Twitch channels. So be on the lookout for that. And don't forget to hit the like button on this video. Leave some comments if you have any questions or comments yourselves. We love to hear from you.
So until next time, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Josh, and make sure to
Check us
check us
out
out deep in the stacks.